here we still have the crew going for the Cadet and Junior World Fencing Championship in Bulgaria. They're still in the studio, and of course, this time we'll be talking about the championship proper. Now, you know, President, I understand you wouldn't want to put pressure on these young lads, but you're expecting something from the championship, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. If we're not expecting, we won't be sending them. But that's why we've selected them particularly. Yes, we're expecting, but we're not expecting a miracle. I mean, the children or the individuals are going to be fencing. Some of them are fencing for 10 years odd, and these fencers have been fencing for about a year roughly. So we're not going to come and say, oh, we're expecting medals and all these things. But we have a target, and each competition has a target. So for the World Championship, it's going to have all the strongest fencers. I mean, Tammy was fortunate. He fenced the world #2, a guy from Egypt, at the African Championships. So that's fantastic experience, and he's going to use that going into where he's going now. So we're expecting probably they make the last 64 of the competition.
Realistic targets.
Yes, which would be a very, very good result, because all we want is for them to get, in the last 64 you get points, and it's the world points that puts you in the ranking. So that just places them in the ranking in the world. They already have rankings from the previous competition, but this would even push them further.
Okay, tell me, let me come to you here. I mean, you said you fenced with the world #2 at the African Championships and all that, and that have actually put you, you know, in a particular pedestal, so to speak, a higher level.
Yes.
And what will you be expecting at the World Championship? What should your fans and Nigerians should be expecting from you?
Well, fencing with him was difficult, but right now, since I fenced with him, I studied some of his movements and some tricks. There was this particular trick he used to get at least 3 points off me. But after I studied it, he could not do it again. So I think facing him this time is going to be tougher for him and also tougher for me, but I'll put in my best.
Okay,
so definitely
President, President is targeting last 64. What should we be expecting from you?
This is not what we actually expect to go and win in, because we've fenced hardly a year, and most of these guys have been fencing since like they were 4, 5. So fencing to come out with medals is not what we are actually looking towards, but we still have to try our best. But we just want to gather more points to get good rankings in the world.
So you're going with the team targets, basically. No personal target for you. What about you, Epcot?
I would actually love to win a medal.
Okay, I like that.
But just to be realistic, I know that I have a very slim chance of winning. But then, at least to go above the top 64, which is top 30, I would be very excited.
Very good target.
Awesome, awesome. Let's just round off.
I love that.
Let's round off with Yinka. I mean, from what you've seen so far, you've been to 3 states, you've seen some great young talents. What are the potentials out there to produce elite fencers? I mean, I'm talking Olympic level here.
I mean, I think the first thing in terms of, I've been in the sport for at least 20 years roughly now, and it's, you need to be realistic. For us to produce Olympians, we need a long-term target, and which is why we focused on children. They're not the youngest by miles. We have children as young as 5 and 6. We have a lot of children as young as 5 and 6 that have been training with us for many years, but they are not of that age because they're still around 9, 10, 11, and they can't start doing international competitions till they're 13. So people are not hearing about them. And they're doing very, very well. So, so we have long-term goals, and that's our focus, and that's why we've also gone into the schools. They're there in the schools. We don't need to start promoting and come to a club. We go to the school, we give them what they need, and we train them regularly, and they're consistent. We create a competitive environment, which is regular competitions and regular training camps, and that way they just keep pushing and developing. So that's really our target, that's really our focus, and for a short term we have quite a few interests now because we're doing a lot better. We have a lot of people that are contacting us to represent us, Nigerians in diaspora, to fence for us.
So it's definitely achievable.
Yes, very achievable. Yes, very achievable.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the program. I wish you guys all the best. The tournament is from 1st to 10th of April in Bulgaria. 30, right? That's the position. at least top 30 and 64. Okay, all the best. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, we'll just enjoy some highlights, rather some goals from match day 15 coming from Nigeria Professional Football League. And after that, Chijioke Eziola should be joining us. We'll be talking about the matches that went down in the Nigerian Professional Football League.